folks, JD here, and today, well, I hope you can see this. This is the X520. Wow. Yeah, this thing is huge. So this has been recommended to us by Dean Daniels. Thank you ever so much for the recommendation, buddy. This thing looks like an absolute monster. Right, so let's open it up. I'm going to try and do this the best I can on this little table that I've got. It isn't going to be that easy, but if I take you down to there, then I can kind of show you as I'm taking everything out. So we've got one transmitter, we've got a couple of accessories which I'll come to in a minute. Right, we've got a lot of sellotape on here to undo, and then once we've undone the sellotape, we can then remove the plane itself. Wow, this has some weight to it, let me tell you. This has some weight to it indeed. Okay, then we've got battery chargers all over the place. Right, let me just try and make a little bit of room here for this so I can show you what we've got. And my friends, this is what we've got. Look at this. Absolute beauty. It's a vertical takeoff plane. So yeah, that's right, it takes off like the Parrot Swing vertically. You can fly it around like that if you want to, or you can fly it as a plane mode like this. Now, if we look at the front, this is EPP foam. The whole thing is EPP foam. It is really nice. It's got some weight to it though, friends. It really has got some weight to it. Also at the front here, as you'll notice, it has some pretty big motors. That's right, you are correct in thinking these are brushless. They are 1307 brushless motors, and wow, you know what, these things I think are going to pack a punch. You can see the motors just clicking around as you move the propeller. Absolutely superb. They are going to absolutely kick out some power. On the back here, almost lost that then. On the back we've got our little makeshift jet engine on the back there. Then we have our little flaps either side that are moved by, flip it over, these little servos here, either side, 1 and 2. You have full control of this from the transmitter. So as you can see, these servos will then move the wings, allowing you to get different flight perspectives of this particular plane. And then in the middle here we have our receiver board with a little LED then to tell you exactly what's going on. And then inside here we have our battery. Now this battery is not coupled up. It looks like it can come out. It's going to be quite, okay, not as fiddly as I thought. Now this battery, if I can just gently put that down, is quite large. It is a 7.4 volt 950 milliamp hour battery. That's going to take roughly 2 hours to charge, but it's going to give you a flying time of 15 minutes. These wings, by the way, 520 millimeters across. The whole package, the package that I bought, cost £76. I think that's a steal for a brushless plane with a transmitter. Absolutely fantastic. Right, and there's some weight to it, but how much weight? So what I'm going to do is just gently put this battery back in, and I'm going to measure this flying weight, because I think this is going to be over the 250 gram limit. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put this down here the best I possibly can. Oh my god, it's under. It is under. Can I move this so you can see? Maybe, hopefully, because I think if I say exactly how much this weighs, a lot of people aren't going to believe me. 185 grams. 185 grams for this. You're under the 250 gram weight limit, and that makes me very happy, which means that's another drone another airplane, drone, whatever, I don't need to register rather. So let's take that battery out. Look at this beauty. Absolutely fantastic. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, let's get everything attached. So on the underside you can attach yourself the little runway wheel if you want to. I'm not going to. It's going to be vertical takeoff and vertical landing. There isn't going to be a need for this at all, so I'm not going to attach that. But what I am going to do is I am going to fit these different parts of the plane together. Let's just go through some of these accessory bags. So you get yourself a couple of screws, 2 spare propellers, as well as a nice little screwdriver in there. You also get yourself some wingtips by the look of it. These fit on the side, either side here. either side of your wings, just to give you a little bit more stability in flight, as well as they do also come with, built into them, if I can show you, 2 little wheels. So if you are going to go for a running takeoff, if you do have enough tarmac, then if you do fit this this landing wheel, then you will also have wheels on here either side as well that will help you in your takeoff and your landing. Okay, then we also have the little back piece here as well. It just clips into place. I hope, yeah, it does. It just clips in. So I'm going to clip this in now. So I'm going to find where this goes in. So you just push it into one side and then you just slide it in by the look of it until it clips into place, because you've got little plastic runs on the bottom of those that just run and click into place like that. Oof, I thought I was going to do a lot of braking then, but no, that is on perfectly beautiful. Right then, I really need to get a bigger table. This is getting a bit absurd. Right, so what else do we get? We get our charger, balance charger for our battery, as well as you get a little plug there as well for your charger. Right, so let's clear this up a little bit. Let's finish putting this together, and then we're going to look at that transmitter. So because you want the jockey wheel, the jockey wheel to be on the floor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this directly over here without pushing down anything and breaking anything. Does that just click on, I wonder? Yeah, there we are. That clicks into place like that. Beautiful. That should all be in. Yes, it is. Beautiful, like that. So eventually what you've got is you've got the one side in, and you've got everything that's clipped in there nice and securely. That's lovely. I'll be honest with you folks, this is going to be an absolute nightmare to get in to get to and from where I fly, but I think when I get there it's going to be a beauty. I really think it's going to be a beauty. There we are, and we've clipped in the other side there as well. So all in all, this is what it looks like with the sides clipped in. If I can show you, this is getting so difficult. So you have the sides clicked in here. There we are, one here and one over here, and they look a little bit like that. All clicked in, all nice. Haven't had to do any screwing in there whatsoever. It just fits in really quite nicely. So there we have it. That is the plane to begin with. That looks quite nice, feels quite nice. Those servo motors on the back, you can really feel. And then likewise, when you want to vertically take off, you have on the end of the wings here, you have 2 little rubber bits that will just stand up like that. So then you can then take off vertically. So eventually, when you do vertically take off, that's exactly what it's going to look like. Oh, absolute beast. Cannot wait to take this out, folks. Let me tell you, I absolutely cannot wait to take this out. Okay, so that is the plane. Now, as this is getting a little bit awkward, what I'm going to do is move the plane off for a second and just lie it down in the polystyrene it came in, so we can have a little look at this beast of a transmitter. Look at the size of this. Absolutely colossal. So this is what we get. So you get a choice of a couple of different transmitters. I'm going to just screw on this little end here, just so that I don't lose it. Otherwise that's going to make it quite difficult to control. Feels quite nice, looks quite nice, covered in polystyrene, but I'll just get that off later. Right, okay, that does look and feel quite nice. Now I am going to have to refer to the instruction manual. Normally I memorise these off by heart, but I haven't been able to memorise this, so I am going to have to refer to the instruction manual, folks, I'm afraid. Okay, so this is what we get. So we have our 3 flight modes over the top here. We have, to begin with, if I put that up to V mode, so V mode is vertical flight, and switch in the middle is 6G parallel flight altitude control. So that's when you take it into plane mode, and then if you click it down all the way, that is acro mode, so you can perform some aerial acrobatics. I'm going to be giving that a try as well, see how I do. If I don't do very well, I'm not going to be doing it for long, but I am most certainly going to be putting it into plane and into quadcopter mode there as well, or into plane vertical and plane horizontal mode. Then we've got our control throttles as usual. We've got our trims as usual there as well. On and off button, lanyard holder in the middle here as well. We've got our photo disc, so short press for photo, long press for camera. Unfortunately, my particular one does not come with a camera, therefore this button is moot, absolutely does not work. Then we have stick mode and we have takeoff, so click a button, off she goes. Now, as you have seen, there is no battery in this. We do need to charge this transmitter up. There are no buttons at the top here, all these are blocked off. It's really quite nice and really simple in order for you to use this. You've literally got these 3 toggle switches at the top here, and then you've got your standard flight controls, and that is pretty much all you need to worry about. If I turn this around, you do need to have 6 AA batteries in order to fly this. This does not allow USB charging of any sort, therefore you are going to have to make sure the batteries in here are shortboard and pre-charged, or charged in the house and full. So there we go. Looks quite nice, feels quite nice. It is so large. Look at the size of it in my hand. It's massive, but it feels good. Nice little telemetry screen on the bottom here as well. I love telemetry screens. This is something I think all transmitters should have, in my opinion. So there we go. That's perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. I can't wait to use that. It's very, very well built. Very, very well put together. So you also get your little instruction manual as well, which is bilingual, Chinese as well as British, as well as English rather, and tells you how to install the landing gear, shows you exactly how to your first flight. I'm going to have to actually give that a bit of a go and see how it moves, and yeah, there we are. So that is perfect. That's very, very good. So all in all, you get your instruction manual, you get your charger, you get your battery with your accessory pack containing your extra propellers and screwdriver, you get your landing gear, and of course, let us not forget, you absolutely 100% get this absolute monster. Look at the size of it. It doesn't even fit on my table. But there we go. Thank you folks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.